What's going on, you guys? So, now Callum Smith, the latest fighter that was the candidate to be up next for Canelo Alvarez, has turned the fight down. Wow. Now, a while back, I don't know which video it was, so I can't really say, but a while back, if you've been following my channel, I spoke on fighters boycotting Canelo Alvarez, but I just felt that had never happened. You know, he was the golden ticket. You know, he went ahead and fighting him was like hitting the lottery. You know what I'm saying? And I just didn't think that it'll ever happen, but it seemed like it's happening. The boxing guys wasn't happy. They wasn't happy with what's going on in boxing. This boxing karma shit has a strange way of running its course. And Canelo Alvarez is now having a hard time getting fights. You know, now do I think it's the fact that these guys fear Canelo Alvarez? Absolutely not. I don't think no fighter fears Canelo Alvarez. I don't think no fighter would be afraid to get in the ring with Canelo Alvarez. But these guys, these guys that he's been trying to get in the ring lately, other than Ryota Murata, are all undefeated champions. Whether you felt they deserved the belt or not, whether you felt they won the belt by fluke, whether you felt they fought a bum for the belt, they undefeated champions. And they're younger guys. And all of a sudden now, Canelo Alvarez can't get a fight. It's funny. Are these guys boycotting Canelo? You know what I'm saying? That's the big question. Are these fighters really boycotting Canelo Alvarez? You know, I'm hearing that behind the scenes that offer was undeemable. It was just terrible. It was a horrible offer. So bad that they didn't want to. They said, fuck that. And I don't think these guys fear Canelo. I don't think Billy Joe fears Canelo. He's been crying for the fight for the longest. He's been trying to get the fight for the longest. Callum Smith, he always kind of said, yeah, I'll fight Canelo over there in the corner by himself. You know what I'm saying? In the room by himself. Yeah, I'll fight him too. You know. Demetrius Andrade been calling him out for a long time. I'm hearing he got offered $2 million. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that he got offered like $2 million. You think that's really feasible? Considering that Demetrius Andrade gets like $4 million a fight, or something like that, probably even a little bit more. You know, he could make more than that fighting a Luke Killer, bro. So these guys are going to really have to up the bag. And then the fact that Canelo Alvarez got a $365 million deal. So a lot of these fighters now is really standing their ground. Like, you're not about to be bullying us in negotiations with these rehydrations and stipulations. You're not about to be doing any of this, bro. We'll just fight each other. Forget you. You know what I'm saying? Now it's going to lead Canelo Alvarez in a situation to where who's left? The Japanese champion Ryota Murata turned him down. Billy Joe Saunders, the negotiations just fell up all the way apart. You know, Billy Joe was probably talking shit and everything. And then Callum Smith, you know, that fell apart. You know, and you best believe, man. Come on, let's think about it, people. Callum Smith wants revenge for his brother, Liam Beefy Smith. When Canelo Alvarez stopped him to the bunch, of course Callum Smith wants to get in the ring and take care of that. However, this is a sport, this is a business, and you gotta come correct in the negotiation table, bro. Or go fight some guy that nobody cares about. I'm really liking this right now. I'm really liking that these guys are standing up to Canelo Alvarez and Golden Boy Oscar De La Hoya. They're gonna have to up the bag, and I don't think Oscar De La Hoya got it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Oscar De La Hoya got it. And behind the scenes that he was getting offered like what was it? 15 million or something? 15, 20 million to fight Canelo. He turned it down for whatever reason. Now, I think Al Heyman has something to do with that. I just find it hard to believe, you guys. I really do. You know what I'm saying? I find it so hard to believe. Like guys like Wilder and Charlo are turning down these career high paydays, these offers, these deals, $120 million minimum or some shit like that to come over to the zone for like 3 fights. I find it hard to believe that these men, these grown men, who really probably don't come from much. Maybe Charlo was probably well off a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Deontay Wilder had a modest, you know, a regular living, but not much. And for them to turn down $20 million, I really think something else is behind that, man. It's really just starting to add up. I'm gonna talk about that sometime later though. But yeah, man, I'm glad these guys are standing up to Canelo Alvarez. He's gonna really have to just up the ante. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna have to really be fair in negotiations. Give these guys a fair fight. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people know that when you're going in there with Canelo Alvarez, there's a high chance you're gonna lose. Whether it's on decision, and he's not a tough fight. I mean, he's not Canelo Alvarez is a real good fighter. Despite me being pretty critical of him at this time, he's a real good fighter. He's not an easy fight at all. He's real good. Fast hands, good head movement, real excellent defense, iron chin. You know what I'm saying? Always in shape. He may have stamina problems, but that's just because of his body build. You know what I'm saying? That's just something that, you know, he probably can never really, you know, he had to adjust his style accordingly. You know? And he's a real good fighter, you know, for what it's worth. But he got to come correct now. Now you're done with the guys like Jacobs, who's been stopped before, who hasn't been necessarily looking too great. You're done with the Kovalev, who has seen better days, still had a lot, but still seen better days. You know, so you're not dealing with these older guys no more, who's kind of, you know, a step out or about 2 steps away from the door. You're dealing with younger fighters now who has belts, who's undefeated, most of them, except for Ryota Murata. You know what I'm saying? And he's the pride of Japan, so you know they ain't about to let him get bullied. No, they ain't about to let that happen. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the, you know, world level over there is big thing. So they not about to just throw Ryota Murata to the Sharks and let him just get bullied and hammered over the head in negotiations, and then he's up in there fighting Canelo Alvarez under some type of stipulation or rehydration. They not about to let that happen. You know, so yeah, this is what Canelo Alvarez gets, man. This is the boycotting of Canelo Alvarez, people. You know what I'm saying? And I'm really liking it. Now things will probably start really, you know, boxing is starting to get interesting. Even though we ain't really got no fights yet, there's a lot of shit happening. And this is really, I never foreseen this coming. You know what I'm saying? I spoke on it, you know, but I just didn't really see it happening. I felt that everybody was just thirsty for the dollar, but nah, man, these dudes ain't selling out, man. I ain't selling my O. I ain't going out like Kovalev. I have a reputation to uphold. And it's like Kovalev, despite him being who he was, and a lot of people kind of was rubbed off by his antics and the way he was outside the ring and the things he said, you know, with the Adonis Stevenson and, you know, just shit you hear about him. He had a real good reputation as a fighter, though. He was a throwback style fighter. He fought everybody. He wasn't ducking no smoke. But he went out there and sold out to Canelo Alvarez, and now he got to try to redeem himself at cruiserweight. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. This is very interesting. It's going to be very interesting to see who Canelo Alvarez pulls out the bag next. I really say they should just go for the Andre fight, pay him, but they're not going to do that because they're going to have to pay him at least more than what they paid Jacobs. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. Jacobs got like a $12 million deal. $12 million to face Canelo Alvarez. They going to want probably close to or more than that, considering they're undefeated and they champions. You know what I'm saying? They undefeated champions with a lot at stake in their careers. They ain't trying to sell their O, man. This is interesting, you guys. The boycotting of Canelo Alvarez is in effect. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.